Hello guys, the DB Grinder here, back at it again with another video, and this time we have GG Gibriel XD versus Iffy, and this is going to be another post-info replay, so let's go ahead and hop right in, and we will go ahead and we will see Iffy win the rock, paper, scissors, shoot. They'll go first, 42 versus 40. Also, make sure to check out GG Gibriel XD on Twitch, link down below in the description, and we have Chandra, Droplet, Sengen, Summoning, Veiler, Lightning Storm. They have Gazelle, Ash Blossom, Crossout, Master Toe, and then the FiendSmith. So they're going to go ahead and start off with the FiendSmith effect. Discard, go ahead, search out FiendSmith Tractus, and then activate Tractus to go ahead and search out for the Lurie, and then discard Lurie. Lurie effect, summon itself out, and then link off, make the Requiem effect, Tribute, go summon out the FiendSmith from the deck. And then now we're going to go FiendSmith Graveyard effect, shuffle back Lurie, summon itself out, and then link those off into a Sequentia, activate the effect, they Veiler it, and then they said that's fine because they want to save their cross out for the second hand trap. Usually, if you can already play through the first hand trap, you just save cross out for the second one. But yeah, I don't know if we're going to be able to cross out any of these cards. Like, maybe we can cross out Droplet, but probably not. Especially because they'll probably be sending Lightning Storm for it. But Gazelle, go search out Chimera Fusion, then Chimera Fusion, go ahead and bring out the Berfomet, and then new Chain Link, Gazelle 1, Berfomet 2. So we're going to go ahead, dump the Nightmare Apprentice, and go search out Big Winged. Okay. So that means we're going to summon out Nightmare Apprentice then. Chimera Fusion effect, add back Chimera Fusion to fuse off, and then bring out the Magnum, the Reliever. Then Big Wing 1 on Nightmare Apprentice, summon out. Nightmare Apprentice effect, go ahead, search out the Cornfield. Okay. Now we're going to go Cornfield effect. Discard, go search out Premier Sword Knight. Sure, that's fine. Magnum the Reliever to put back and then draw into a Draw and Lockbird. Then link off into a SP. SP effect to go banish Big Wing from their graveyard. Oh, so that way Berfomet can summon it back. That's actually pretty good. That's pretty good. Set cross out, and then pass turn. Okay, and Magnum the Reliever. They don't even have a Poly or Fusion spell in the graveyard, so I guess just bluffing that this could be a Chimera Fusion. They draw Droplet. Okay, so now go main phase. Lightning Storm on monsters. Chain SP effect to banish both of them off the field. They said sure. Activate Summoning, and then now we're going to go activate Summoning to search, get hit with Ash Blossom, normal summon out Chandra, and then Battle Phase. They're going to go activate Chimera to summon out Magnum the Reliever. Okay. And then, yeah, still just entering Battle Phase, which they said is fine. So now they're going to go Chandra, attack, effect, special out Pydra, go search out Quick Play spell. Yeah, that's good. Activate Quick Play spell, go search out the Genroku, and then summon out Genroku. Now Pydra attack, Genroku effect, tag out, go summon out Fadra, and then Fadra effect, summon back out the Genroku, Chandra effect to synchro off, and the Bident, and then Bident effect, summon back out from the graveyard. Yeah, and they just submit the feat. So moving on to game 2 now. You know what? Like, if that's what their end board was going to be through no hand traps, maybe it was worth just using cross out to hit Veiler. But now we have Mulchiyummy, Sangan, Kaiman, Fadra, Ash Blossom, Pot of Prosperity. They have Imperm, Fabled Lurie, Talons, the FiendSmith, and Mere Sword Knight. Also, I've had multiple people comment this, saying that, like, the turn that you activate Mulchiyummy, you can't use other hand traps, and that's just not the case. If you read it, it says you can only activate the effects of other Mulchiyummy monsters once the turn you activate this effect. So, you know, if you draw 2 of these, you can use both of them, because it's not a once per turn effect. But yeah, you can still use hand traps the turn that you use this card. Otherwise, like, nobody would ever play this card, because shutting yourself off of hand traps only works in, like, a couple different strategies, like Runic Stun, or, you know, decks like that, or Board Breaker type decks. But yeah, we dropped the Mulchi there. And then now they're going to go FiendSmith, discard, go search out FiendSmith Tractus. And then Tractus, we Ash Blossom it. Okay. So we Ash Blossom the Tractus there. Okay, so now there's going to go Talents to look at hand, hit back the Pot of Prosperity, normal Sword Knight, they draw on the Lightning Storm, Sword Knight, bring out Big Winged. I guess you could also argue that we played that wrong. We probably should have just went normal summon Sword Knight, and then activate Talents, so that way they draw their card, and then we get to see what they drew. Because, like, what's the punishment there, right? We go normal Sword Knight. You really think that we're going to Valor that on normal to play around Talons or something like that? Like, I don't think so. So, like, yeah, if anything, I think you actually playing them more by doing it like this, because they could have drawn into, like, Valor, Imperm, Mourner, search out Chimera Fusion and Gazelle, then Chimera Fusion, go ahead, bring out the King. But yeah, they'd have to have, like, double Valor and specifically be trying to play around Talents there, which just wouldn't happen. So 1, 2, 3. So rip at the end phase, search, summon back out Sword Knight. We search out for Nightmare Apprentice, and this summons by discarding, so the Lurie will be able to summon itself out. And then Lurie and Nightmare Apprentice, so go search out for Cornfield, summon out the Lurie, which we forgot to do. Cornfield, go search out Gazelle, and then activate Chimera Fusion to add back. Yeah, the Lurie is supposed to be on board, then Chimera Fusion into Berfomet, and then Berfomet effect to go dump the Dark Barrier statue, and then set Imperm, end phase, go rip. And then out of the hand, this will rip a quick play spell. Okay, which they already have another one. They draw Droplet. Okay. Yeah, that's tough. So they're going to go draw phase, banish the King, summon out statue, chain Sword Knight, go summon out Big Winged. So summon out statue, then Big Wing effect goes search. So search out the Chimera Fusion and Gazelle there. Okay, now Tenpai can try to play. Lightning Storm, pop Imperm. That's good. Normal summon out Fadra. Battle phase, attack in the statue. Activate quick play spell. Search, summon out Chundra. And then attack into the Lurie. And then effect to go summon. Yeah, they just lose. Yeah, they just lose here. I guess they do have Sword Knight, but this only negates the effect, not the activation or anything. So beat over, go ahead and summon out Pydra, set the field spell, and then we're going to go activate Chundra effect to bring out Bident. Bident effect, summon back out Pydra. Then they're going to actually Sword Knight the Bident there. Okay, beat over Big Wing. Fadra effect, summon back out Pydra. Pydra effect to synchro off into the Transcendent Dragon, switch to attack. Bident special summon out. And then we beat over for 600, attack for 26. And then, yeah, effect to synchro. Go ahead, bring out Trident pop, and then just, you know, poke, game. 12,000 damage there at the end. But yeah, okay, so we go ahead and see Tenpai absolutely destroy Chimera there. I do think the Chimera player could have played slightly better. Game 1, I think they could have played a lot better. They should have played throughout their turn. Like, they should have sat and thought to themselves for a minute and been like, okay, what if I don't get hand trapped? What do I actually end on? Let's run through the entire line. And then they would see, oh, I end on SP plus Magnum the Reliever with no pop. Okay, so that's probably not the good line, right? Like, that's not what we want to do. We want to, like, Chimera King, rip a car, you know, set up engine, stuff like that. So they should have just stopped them, but they didn't. So that was a misplay. And then Crossout ended up becoming useless. And then, yeah, I guess that game, I really don't know what they could have done too differently. I guess setting up statue when they did was kind of pointless, right? Like, I guess you shouldn't do it in draw phase because we knew that they had Phaedra quick play spell. So they could just go normal Phaedra, beat over, and then activate quick play spell just like they did. So maybe we should have just held on the statue as like a Chain Link 2 play. So that way they go like, activate quick play spell. And then we're like, okay, we will go chain the summon out statue. Like, assuming that they do it in battle phase. If they do it in main phase, and we just chain it to the Genroku hand effect, if that's what they're going for. But, yeah, I don't think that they played that very well. I think they did a few misplays, and that cost them the match. You know, and Tenpai is not a deck that you really want to be doing that many misplays against. It's a very punishing deck in that sense. It's just a, you know, OTK swing deck with tons of non-engine in it. But okay, with all that being said, the DB Grinder signing off. Peace. Have a nice day. Stay safe.